Everyone, my name is Miss Scharn. I'm a school social worker in district as well as a therapist over at AHM Youth and Family Services in town. And I just wanted to pop by today to introduce myself, say hello, and also just give you a quick little tip as we're continuing to navigate our new sense of normal at home. So, first and foremost, I just want to let you know that I am absolutely available kind of by appointment. Through phone and Zoom, and as well as Google Meet as well. If you just shoot me an email, you can email me at any time, and we can set up a time to kind of chat and have a little consult about any support that you feel like you might need, whether it's from me or whether I can kind of guide you in the right direction. I'd be more than happy to do that. At any point from now until the end of the school year. So please use me as a resource if you need it and if you want it. But yeah, I'll kind of just jump right in because I don't want this video to be too long. Everyone has got lots of busy things to do, I'm sure. So I just wanted to kind of continue on from my post last week in the little newsletter that I sent out about validating and talking about emotions. And I thought I could speak to a little bit about coping skills and coping strategies today. So, as I talked a little bit last week about how empowering it can be to make sure that kids feel comfortable and okay with expressing different emotions, it's just as important to kind of talk about some things that they can do if those emotions feel a little bit too intense or if they're sticking around for too long. So one thing I always make sure that I talk about with kids in counseling or in therapy is that it's okay to feel whatever feeling that you might be feeling. But sometimes there are times when it either sticks around for a little bit too long or it's just a little bit too icky, and we might need to do something to just make it a little bit less intense, or to kind of get through it with some help, and that is a-okay. So, some ways that you can kind of spark that conversation at home and try and identify some the most helpful kind of coping skills for your kids is to really talk about the things that they like and some of their strengths and their biggest interests. So, some of the ways that I like to spark that conversation are by saying, what are you really, really, really good at? What are you super duper good at? What do you like to do? So, are you really, really good at running? Are you super fast? Do you like listening to music? Are you a really great artist? And then some of those conversations can lead into, okay, well, what makes you feel really relaxed? So you're really good at drawing. Is that something that makes you feel really calm in your body and in your mind? Or when you run, after you run, does that make you feel really good? Do you have a lot of energy? Do you feel really happy and excited after that? So a lot of those things can help us to identify some really nice coping skills for our kiddos. Um, so to kind of put it all together, once you kind of have that conversation, and for the littler kids, you might need to kind of guide that a little bit more and do some of that exploring work yourself. But once you kind of put that all together, the validating emotions plus the coping skills, it might kind of sound something like this, and I'll give a little bit of an example. So let's say if your child is getting frustrated because it's time to start schoolwork in the morning, it's time to kind of sit down and do our reading and math or whatever it may be for the day, you can kind of say, well, it looks like you're getting really frustrated. I can see that your hands are going into fists and your face is getting red and you're starting to yell a little bit. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's always okay to be frustrated. I wonder, though, if we listen to a little bit of music before we start our schoolwork, if that will help you get into a little bit of a calm place so we can get our schoolwork done today. And kind of see if that works. So see how we kind of put the emotion and validating the emotion together with a coping skill. And then sometimes I like to add on to the end, we're in this together. We'll get through this as a team. I'm here for you. Some of those things can help them feel like I'm not alone in this feeling. It's okay to feel that way. And even if my coping skill doesn't work that I try, if listening to music doesn't try, I still have someone here to kind of help me through that. But still kind of giving them back the power to figure that out for themselves. Like, okay, why don't we listen to some music, and then maybe you walk away and let them try to listen to it on their own. And then afterwards, if they're able to do that, recognizing and showing how proud you are for doing that. Oh, I'm so proud of you that you tried this coping strategy, or I'm so proud of you that you tried to calm down so we can get our work done today. And by doing that, we're not taking away the responsibility of the task that has to get done. So it's still setting limits and boundaries, validating emotions, and helping and supporting our kids to get back to a place where they feel calm and ready to do whatever they need to do for the day. So that is a quick tip to try to implement during your normal day or normal day that we have now, and that's something that I try to use in my counseling and in my therapy sessions. So I hope that can be helpful. Again, I just want to say, please feel free to reach out if you need anything at all. And more than anything, do some self-care for yourself too. It's really important, to do things for yourself and to make sure that you feel, mentally okay and healthy. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that we're all here for you too, if you need any extra support. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you need anything, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.